Y'all, stop everything because what we just found out is so wild, so messy, and so downright disrespectful that even reality TV couldn't make this up. Mendeecees just put Kirk Frost on notice, and not in a let's talk this out like grown men kind of way. Oh no, we're talking full-blown threats, messy secrets, and a scandal that's about to shake the entire love and hip-hop universe to its core. So, tell me why Kendra Robinson, yes, young Jock's wife, is suddenly in the middle of this disaster? And why is Kirk looking more nervous than a man who forgot his wife's birthday? Because when I tell you the secret affair just got exposed, I mean blown up like a reality TV reunion fight. Y'all, the tea is hot, the drama is too much, and the fallout?
Phew.
Let's just say Mendeecees ain't playing, and Kirk might want to start booking a vacation far, far away before things get even messier. Is this the end of Kirk and Rashida? Is young Jock about to lose it? And why is Mendeecees ready to risk it all? What in the reality TV soap opera is going on? Just when we thought we'd seen it all, just when we thought Kirk Frost had managed to slither his way out of every scandal possible, boom, another bombshell drops. And this one? Oh, this one is messier than we could have ever imagined. Because this time, it ain't just about Kirk sneaking around or Rashida playing the loyal, forgiving wife. Nope. This time, we got Mendeecees Harris stepping into the ring. And let's just say, he ain't here to play nice. Now let me ask y'all something. What happens when you mix reality TV's most scandalous husband, a high-powered attorney, and a man who does not take disrespect lightly? That's right. You get a full-blown war. And Kirk might have just signed himself up for a battle he ain't ready for. Let's break it down. Kirk thought he was slick, thought he could move in silence. But the streets always talk. And this time, they're saying that Kirk has been getting real close. Too close, with none other than Kendra Robinson. Now pause, because I know what y'all are thinking. Kendra? As in young Jock's wife? The same woman who went to war defending Jock's messy past? The same woman who claims she's all about business and keeping it professional?
Yeah.
That Kendra. Now, we all know Kirk's history. Scandals? Heavy check mark. Side babies? Heavy check mark. Business deals that don't always seem all the way legal? Heavy check mark, heavy check mark, heavy check mark. But what makes this situation different is that Kendra isn't just some random woman caught up in a love triangle. This is someone with power. Someone with influence. Someone who has built her career on fixing legal problems, not causing them. So the fact that her name is even being whispered in this kind of mess?
Yeah.
It's a problem. According to an anonymous but very well-connected source, Kirk and Kendra's little situation started off as strictly business. Kendra was supposedly helping Kirk with some legal issues, handling a few deals under the table, making sure his business ventures weren't attracting too much heat. But somewhere along the line, things got personal. Now look, I ain't saying Kendra is out here creeping. I ain't saying she's stepping out on Jock. But what I am saying is that the details we got, oh, they're not looking good for her. Allegedly, there have been secret late-night meetings,
Hush phone calls.
and let's not even talk about that one business trip Kirk took, the one Rashida conveniently wasn't invited to. And you know who definitely wasn't happy about this? Mendeecees. Now, let's be real. Mendeecees is not the type to get involved in other people's drama if it doesn't involve Yandy, his money, or his name. He usually stays out of it. But this hit a nerve. See, what y'all don't know is that Kendra was handling some legal matters for Mendeecees on the low, making sure certain business interests of his were kept nice and clean. But when he found out she was doing the same thing for Kirk, oh, he felt played. Sources say that Mendeecees and Kirk actually had a sit-down not too long ago. And let's just say, it did not go well. Kirk, trying to play it cool, insisted that everything between him and Kendra was strictly professional, that they were just handling business. But Mendeecees? He wasn't buying it.
And why?
Because there were receipts. Somebody, and we're not saying who just yet, leaked a voicemail where Kirk was talking real reckless to Kendra. And let's just say, if Rashida ever got her hands on this voicemail, Kirk would be out of the house faster than you can say Frosty. But hold on, because this is where things get really crazy. Guess who allegedly leaked the voicemail? Rashida.
Yes.
Rashida. The same woman who has stood by Kirk through every scandal, every embarrassment, every disrespectful move he's made over the years, finally had enough. Word is, Rashida found out about Kirk and Kendra's little secret dealings and didn't even bother confronting Kirk first.
Nope.
She went straight to Mendeecees, because she knew he wasn't going to play games about it. And when Mendeecees got that voicemail,
Oh, it was on.
now here's where it gets wild. Mendeecees didn't just call Kirk up and check him over the phone. Oh no, Mendeecees pulled up. Allegedly, Kirk was at one of his lounges, minding his business, probably thinking everything was smooth. And then, boom, Mendeecees walks in, looking like he's ready to throw hands. Witnesses say Mendeecees wasted zero time. He went straight up to Kirk and pressed him like a fresh suit. And Kirk? Oh, you already know, he started stammering, sweating, probably looking around for security. But here's the best part. Mendeecees didn't just check Kirk.
Nope.
He put out a real warning. Sources say Mendeecees told Kirk straight up, if he finds out Kirk was doing anything more than business with Kendra, it's going to be a problem. And let's be real, we all know what that means. But let's not forget the biggest wild card in this whole situation. Young Jock. Because listen, it's one thing for Kirk to get caught up in another scandal. That's expected at this point. But the second Jock finds out his wife's name is even mentioned in this mess, oh, it's over. And guess what? Allegedly, Kirk and Kendra had one last secret meeting after Mendeecees checked him.
Yeah.
That part. So you mean to tell me that after all the drama, after all the threats, after Mendeecees made it crystal clear that this wasn't going to fly, Kirk still felt bold enough to link up with Kendra? If that ain't a death wish, I don't know what is. And trust me, this is just the beginning. Because in part 2, oh, we're about to get real deep into what happened at that secret meeting, how Jock found out, and why Mendeecees might be ready to take things way further than just a warning. Oh, y'all thought it couldn't get worse? Just wait. See, after Misi checked Kirk at the lounge, you'd think Kirk would have learned his lesson. You'd think he'd lay low, focus on Rashida, and stop entertaining anything that even remotely looks like a scandal. But no, because Kirk Frost is allergic to peace, common sense, and self-preservation. Instead of staying in his lane, Kirk allegedly reached out to Kendra again, setting up a last-minute, low-key meeting that was supposed to be strictly business. But let's be real, if it was so innocent, why was it happening in secret? Now, this is where things get real spicy, because guess who found out about this little rendezvous? Young Jock. And let me tell you, Jock finding out about this was like throwing gasoline on an already out-of-control fire. Sources say that Jock was blindsided when the news got to him. He had no clue that his wife's name was even being brought up in this mess, let alone that she was allegedly still in contact with Kirk after Mendeecees had already set the record straight. And the worst part? Jock didn't find out from Kendra. He didn't even find out from Kirk. He found out from Misi. Because, listen, Misi may not be the biggest fan of Jock, but one thing he ain't gonna do is let a man walk around looking stupid. So apparently, Misi hits Jock up like, yo, you might want to talk to your girl because she and Kirk are still out here moving funny. And when I tell you Jock lost it, I mean lost it. Because, let's not forget, Jock has had to defend Kendra before. He has had to go on national TV and swear up and down that his marriage is solid, that Kendra is loyal, that despite his past, she has always been a woman of integrity. So to find out that Kendra has even put herself in a position where people are whispering about her like this? Yeah, that was the ultimate slap in the face for Jock. Now, here's where it gets even crazier. Because instead of sitting back and waiting for Kendra to explain herself, Jock decided to handle this his way by pulling up on Kirk himself. Now picture this. Kirk is thinking everything is good. He's at one of his spots, probably feeling like he dodged a bullet after Mendeecees' warning. And then, out of nowhere, in walks Jock, looking like he's ready to air out every last bit of Kirk's dirty laundry. Witnesses say that the second Jock walked in, the entire vibe in the room changed. Because one thing about Jock, he might joke around a lot, but when he's mad, oh, he's mad. Allegedly, Jock wasted zero time. He walked straight up to Kirk, got real close, and said something along the lines of, "So, you just out here meeting up with my wife behind my back now?" And Kirk? Oh, you already know he started playing dumb. Man, it's not even like that, bro. It was just business, you know how it is. But Jock wasn't buying it. Not even for a second. Because, let's be real, how many times have we heard Kirk say, "It's just business," right before the truth comes out and proves that it was everything but business? So Jock, not even trying to hear the excuses, takes out his phone and starts pulling up proof. See, what Kirk didn't know was that Mendeecees had already sent Jock some of the receipts. That leaked voicemail where Kirk was talking crazy to Kendra? Oh yeah, Jock had it on deck. So when Kirk kept insisting that nothing was going on, Jock just hit play. And listen, the second that voicemail started playing, Kirk's face supposedly turned every shade of guilty. Because y'all, this wasn't just some casual business talk. This was Kirk being way too comfortable, saying way too much, and making it clear that his relationship with Kendra was way deeper than just a couple of legal meetings. And that's when Jock snapped. Now, I don't know exactly what Jock said next, but let's just say it had Kirk rethinking every life decision he's ever made. Because after years of being the guy who always seems to skate by, who always seems to get away with whatever he does, Kirk finally got checked in a way that he couldn't talk his way out of. And here's the craziest part, because while all of this was going down, Rashida walked in. Oh yes, the woman who has stood by Kirk through everything. The woman who has let this man embarrass her over and over again finally showed up, right in the middle of his worst nightmare. And y'all, the way she looked at him? Let's just say if looks could kill, Kirk wouldn't have made it out of that room. Now, here's where things take a sharp left turn. Because instead of defending Kirk, instead of trying to calm the situation down, Rashida supposedly turned to Jock and sided with him. That's right, Rashida actually stood there and let Jock tear into Kirk without saying a single word in his defense. And y'all know what that means. It means she already knew. It means she had already seen the receipts, already put two and two together, and at this point, she was just sitting back, letting Kirk dig his own grave. But wait, because this is where it gets even wilder. Because after Jock finished checking Kirk, Rashida did something nobody saw coming. She walked up to Kirk, looked him dead in the face, and said something along the lines of, "You better fix this, or I will." And y'all, the way Kirk froze? That man knew right then and there that he was in serious trouble. Now, what exactly does Rashida mean by fix this? Oh, we're about to get into that in part 3. Because word on the street is Rashida isn't just mad, she's done. And let's just say, if Kirk thought dealing with Mendeecees and Jock was bad, oh, he has no idea what's coming next. Because in the final part of this insane saga, we're talking divorce papers, legal threats, and Kirk possibly losing everything. Oh yeah, this story ain't over. Not even close. So, let's get this straight. Mendeecees checked Kirk. Jock checked Kirk. Rashida walked in, saw the whole mess, and didn't say a single word in his defense. And instead of causing a scene, instead of breaking down like she's done in the past, she simply looked Kirk dead in the face and said, "You better fix this, or I will." Now that right there? That's not an angry wife talking. That's a woman who is done. And y'all already know, when a woman like Rashida gets to the point of silence, oh, it's game over. Because while Kirk was out here playing with fire, Rashida was already moving in silence behind his back. And what exactly was she doing? Getting her money right, lining up her legal team, and preparing to end the circus once and for all. Oh yeah, that's right. Rashida is allegedly getting ready to hit Kirk with divorce papers. Now, let's be real. We've heard this before. People have been saying for years that Rashida should leave Kirk, that she deserves better, that she should have been out the door the second he had a whole baby on her with another woman. And yet, she stayed. But see, this time feels different. Because according to sources close to Rashida, she's done talking. She's done arguing. And she's finally ready to walk away. And here's the real kicker. She's not just leaving. She's leaving with everything.